Kappa Hawaiian FM 100.3, 99.1, and online at kapparadio.com. Another edition of the Kappa Cafe. Mahalo to our sponsor, Kona Grill House, Brian and the gang with daily specials, 323-3512. Joining us today at the Kappa Cafe.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, male vocalist of the year, Hoku Award winner, Mr. Josh Totofi.
Hello, how you guys? Good.
How has it been for you during this quarantine, brother?
You know, I've been making use of the time, really. Spending time with family, kind of going over some music stuff that I probably should have went over during, the season. Kind of just trying to get better at crafts, the craft.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. We're excited because, the new release, I just want to give you a little history here. So 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks prior to us getting your new song, Jazz and I did a Throwback Thursday recollection of Kaleo Kalani. Like all the favorites.
Yeah.
And I kept telling him, man, these are gems. These are gems.
And then we were talking about why certain songs have never been redone.
Right?
And it's like, it's got to be done a certain way. It's either got to honor that analog kind of era, or you got to like completely just take it to somewhere else and knock it out the box.
And then leave. It was, Josh, talk about hitting it hard on that one. We really enjoy playing that on Kappa Hawaiian FM.
Thank you. No, you guys are absolutely right. Doing covers of those songs is definitely a battle before even trying to attempt. It's like trying to grab someone else's race car and trying to drive it as fast or faster. And I'm already such a big fan of those songs. And I've been giving some challenges like Henry. Henry made me do About You, and I was like, yo, Henry, I pass. He's like, wow, well, can you not? He literally just told me, can you not disrespect my wishes, and can you please cover About You? And I was like, okay. And I want to record that first. The first one was almost like me and Kapena Boy. I'm kind of just recorded like the original, because man, we don't know how to veer off of something that we already love listening to. Yeah. So he came in the studio, was like, you know what, guys, you guys have to put in your brain that say it's not a hit song, say it's a new song, and take it on your perspective. And even that was hard though, but I'm glad that people been receiving it well. And a song like You're the Best Thing on the first album, and then now Never Never Never. I've been taking some risks really with the covers, but I really felt it. I felt like almost like I had to, in a sense, especially for this generation, so they are familiar with who Kaleo Kalani is and Loyal Garner.
Isn't that a trip? Like you just said, you want to do it today for them so that they appreciate the music we appreciate.
No, exactly. I mean, because a lot of the younger guys always come to me and like, oh, we love that you're doing the love songs. We love that you do the ballads. Like, it's before, there was so much heavy hitters before in the love songs, ballad scene, especially, the Lady of Love always. Right now we live in a real hype music industry where one thing goes up, everyone kind of jumps on, this other thing goes up, everyone jumps on. And me being an artist in today's industry, that's also a regular thing in my feeling to do. It's like, oh, that's it right now, we should. But hanging around people like Feej and some of the older school guys, Danny Kennedy, really lets me know that to stick to my guns and what I really want to do with music. And that's kind of just what I've been doing.
What is your, I think one aside from the great production and your amazing vocals, the arrangement is classic in itself, the way it's done. But what is your process for your background vocals? Because in Hawaii we tend to stick with a kind of a certain way that we do backgrounds. And then like you had guys like Kale Chang that kind of started adding all this stuff, you know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
there's you who does your thing. What is your process when you come up with your backgrounds?
When I come up with the background vocals, I try not to take it as background vocals.
Mm.
I honestly try to mimic an instrument.
Mm.
So like, so it comes off one way. Because if I was to choose how I sing, it'll always come out to me. It'll always come out cliche.
Mm.
But if you try to sing like a trumpet,
Yeah,
you'll come out different with backup vocals. Or if you try to sing like a violin or a violin section, you start to sing differently because you're trying to mimic the instrument. You know, that was just one of the key things that I learned from Feej. You know, because I really look up to him with background vocals, because you know he never kind of duplicated like the same thing in however many songs he's done in his whole career. It's always been some kind of different backup, you know,
I
vocals.
think
So
Fiji was the first guy to like not just double parts, but like quadruple parts.
yeah, so stack three, and it's a thing where you know you sing lead and then you sing the other two parts the same you know, unison, and then you fan them in studio left and right, kind of making a choir of yourself, you know. But the thing about Feej back in the day with those is, you know, today we have things with auto-tune and Melodyne, and where he did it raw. So that, to me, that's where I was like, wow, that is great. You can't move nothing, you know. And if you do three parts, if you do a 3-part harmony and you stack 5 on each, that's 15 voices. So, you know, so that kind of thing mind boggles me. For some people, they have no idea what I'm talking about right now. But
yeah.
but it's the work is a lot for just this little part in this
Right.
whole thing. I feel like it's for the feel, you know, of things. So
Hey, Josh, you know, you've, you know, speaking of Khalil Kalani and Fiji and some other of your favorites, what are some of, if you could name something outside of Hawaii, your favorite genre and or singer, who would that be?
man, a lot of guys. People like Michael Bublé,
Mm.
you know, to Luther Vandross, to you know, Teddy Pendergrass, you know, Babyface. But they're kind of all different artists, but I feel like they're all kind of in the same place where I like to put music in. I mean, of course, I'm a big fan of, you know, hip hop, you know, pop, you know, country.
I was listening to Teddy, something from your dad, because like guys in your generation don't even know who Teddy is.
Yeah, no, probably not. And you know what's funny is, I think that's why I feel like I have like unlimited ammo in in the music thing right now, because I really just go back. Like, you want to know something new? Go back.
Yes.
You want to write a new song? Go listen to the old stuff.
Right.
Like, you know, where some people are always trying to look at the top shelf to go to the top place, where you should look where you're standing on, take a step up, and then look at the top, you know? It's kind of, you know what I mean? So, but where a lot of the artists might, like today, that I work with, oh, I gotta do this. Well, I'm thinking of this. I'm doing this. Like, you know, guys, we have a whole manual behind us of how to do these things. I want to make a love song. Well, then go listen to your favorite love songs. See how they made things, how it made you feel, mimic the feeling. It's like a big cheat code. I feel like, you know, like I want to do a song like this, like who, like Stevie Wonder. Perfect. Now go listen to Stevie Wonder. You know, that's just kind of my thought process. You want to listen to some West Coast custom beats, then go listen to some West Coast custom beats. You know, like it's just I want to do a song like Zapp and Roger, then go listen to Zapp and Roger. You know, it's a real big cheat code that us artists have, that sometimes, you know, they're too busy trying to be original, you know, and like, oh, I have to be different. It's like, you know, sometimes you singing on it is already different. You know, you give a rhythm, you give the 2 rhythms to 2 different artists, they come out 2 different ways.
Exactly. Same notes and everything, but sound exactly different. I mean,
you know. So I mean, that's just kind of how I look at things. You know, with the Khalil Kalani songs, real gutsy to record, but I just knew that I could do something different only because I'm a guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a guy singing and a girl singing it already is just
different,
left and right. Like, there's no, you can't compare it because the feel is different, the tone is different, and at that point, it's like, you know, if it feels right on my end.
When recording with Capenna, going back to that time as far as arrangements and, you know, inspiration, do you guys do anything in the studio wise? Like, are you using some of the older technology as well? you know, like some guys, I want to sound like the 70s, so I'm going to use all rack gear, no more plugins, you know, things like that.
You know,
And it just seems like he would be up on that stuff. That's why.
yeah, no. The thing about Penna Boy, he's always willing to learn something. That Paul Kiele album was the very first Hawaiian album he's ever worked on, ever. And so he was very, inspired and intrigued by it. It's like, I've never did that before, so I want to do it. You know,
Could
that
have fooled
kind of,
us.
yeah. He's like, I never record strings before. Okay, I want to record strings. Like,
Oh,
so I mean, everything he does and everything we've been doing, kind of just like a leap of faith. Kind of like, hopefully, it comes out like how it's supposed to. But if he calls for it though, Penna's really good at. He'll even tell an artist, like, hey, I can record you. I'm not the best engineer for what you're trying to do, which I really respect about him, because he's just too much of a fan of the art. Like, hey, I want to do this analog.
which is
Like, you know what?
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe like Wendell Ching is a bit better, because he does a lot of things more analog, old school style, a lot of the mics he uses, etc. So I mean, he'll dive into it if he can do it justice, but if he thinks he can't, and then there's someone else that can maybe fulfill that.
I haven't heard anything short of amazing. So
Yeah, that guy.
yeah.
That guy is crazy. Yeah.
So this is. I'm assuming that this is part of a new entire album that's going to be coming out. This single.
So I released Uakuya Lava this past December.
Yeah.
But I wanted to release a single because the whole quarantine thing.
Yeah.
I just was like, a lot of people, although us musicians are looking for like a thing to kind of get us past, a lot and masses look at us to get them past musically through feel or for comfort. I mean, at least that's how I look at it, So I just felt like it was part of my kuleana to provide whatever media it was, or music, or something funny, or whatever it may be, to kind of just get us through this quarantine. And I knew in the beginning of the quarantine I wanted to release a song. I just didn't know what song it was, and maybe a month ago, that's when I kind of never
Awesome.
was the perfect song.
How can everybody get it, bro?
On all digital outlets. It's on everything: iTunes, Spotify, however you want to listen to it. I'm just glad that people enjoy it and stuff, and it's cool because it's cool is I have some fans that are out of Hawaii that never heard the song, period. So that's cool. So that's cool.
It helps the original guys too.
Yeah, so that's just cool for them to hear it, and that's cool for us people here in Hawaii to for some people, a lot of them are saying stuff like it reminds me of my grandpa, my grandma. Younger. And that, to me, that's the win for me. That's like, that's great, that's perfect, that's exactly what it's supposed to do. Take you to a place where no worries, that kind of thing. We don't reminisce of loved ones, and yeah.
Thank you for spending time with us.
Thanks,
again.
Josh.
Thank you guys for having me this morning. I haven't seen you guys so long.
I know, long time.
Yeah. At least now we could do these via video, because usually we just voice, So
Hey man, tell me why I be watching some of your videos on Facebook and you got me popping lock in my room. People walking in like, oh, what you doing? Like, sorry, my Jazz be making these beats over here. Next thing you know, I'm thinking I'm a Jabberwocky in the room.
Bruh, whenever you are ready to jump on that side a little bit, you let me know.
That was bad. Let's start your piece. And like, I would tell my friends, I'm actually here in Maui with Glenn Wong, Maui.
Tell him I said what's up, man. We said what's up.
I will. A couple weeks ago, I was like, bro, how's this guy, bro? Jazz making all these beats, bro. We should like ask him for one, He's like, bro, we should ask him for a beat, right? He's like, well, you want to rap? I'm like, I mean, I don't know how to, but I'm down,
Josh, I have 100 coming your way this afternoon.
I know you have tons of beats, man. I need to get my hand on one of those, man.
Oh, thank you for saying that, because I have your email and it's on the way.
Perfect. I'm gonna wait for that listing.
Love you, brother.
Thank you,
Love you guys so much. Good morning. Thank you guys.